Hello folks, let's learn synthetic division today. Synthetic division of polynomials. So let's try this example. Let me fix my pen. Okay. Alright. So, oops. X to the 4 minus 2x cubed plus 3x plus 1 divided by x minus 3. So this is our question here. We need to divide this polynomial by x minus 3. Okay, divide it. So look at what is being divided, or the dividend. We should first make sure that this polynomial is in standard form. That is, all the terms here have descending powers of the x. So let's first fix it. So this is like x to the 4 minus 2x cubed. So far so good. Oops, do we find an x squared term? No. So add 0x squared, and then you have a 3x plus 1. It is important for us to fill in the missing terms, because when we do a long division method or a synthetic division method, it is very essential for us to fill in the missing terms. Look at our divisor. Here, this is where we find our value of a, or what one that is being or the value of our divisor. So what value of x makes x minus 3 a 0? It is a 3. So when we plug in 3 in place of x, we get a value of 0. So that 3 is what is a. So this is what we put outside our synthetic division. And inside, you draw a line like this. Inside this, we have to fill in the coefficients of each term. The coefficient of x to the 4 is 1, right? Because 1 is the identity element in multiplication. If you do not find any number here, it means that there is a 1 in front of it. So we write that 1. Coefficient of x cubed is negative 2. Coefficient of x squared is 0. Coefficient of 3x is 3. And here you have a 1. Now this is how the method goes. This is how we first set it up, and then just plug in a 0 right below the 1 here. 1 plus 0, so we should be adding these two. So 1 plus 0 is 1, and write it down here. This one should be multiplied to our divisor. So 1 times 3 is 3, and write it out here. Now add 3 and negative 2, you get 1. So 1 times 3 again is 3. Now you see what is happening here? We first write a 0, we add it up, this is our sum, and multiply it to 3. Write it down here. Add these two numbers, you will have a 1. Multiply it to 3 and write the product here. So these are the products and these are the sums. So 0 plus 3 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 plus 3 is 12. 12 times 3 is 36. And 36 plus 1 is 37. And this is our remainder. Now what should we make of these numbers here? Now if you see, when we divide a polynomial of a leading term whose leading term's exponent is 4, and by a divisor whose leading term's exponent is 1, we definitely get our quotient to be, the leading term of the quotient to be x cubed. So that is where we start out with. This one here is the coefficient of x cubed. So 1 times x cubed, right? And then this one is the coefficient of the next leading term, which is x squared. So it is 1x squared. We really don't have to write ones here. I'm just providing them for your understanding. And the next term is the x term, and its coefficient is a positive 3. So 3x. What are we left with? A constant, plus 12. What about this remainder? It is plus 37 divided by, remember our divisor, x minus 3. So this is the value of this whole polynomial divided by x minus 3. Let's do one more exercise. This time I'll take an example of 8x cubed, let's write it in parentheses, 8x cubed plus 6x squared plus 7. This is divided by x plus 2. So let's write out our a first. So a is what goes here, the value of x in which this x plus 2 becomes 0. So in this case it's a negative 2. So let's write that out here, negative 2. Now write out the coefficients of this polynomial. I know we are missing a term, but let's write it down anyway. We don't have to write each time a standard form here. So here we have 8, the quotient of x cubed, and the next exponent is x squared, so its coefficient is 6, and we do not have an x term, so we put a 0. And then we have a constant, which is fine, which is 7. Alright, so plug in a 0. 8 plus 0 is 8. 8 times negative 2 is negative 16. Negative 16 plus 6 is a negative 10. Negative 10 times negative 2 is a positive 20. Oh, sorry, I should be writing 20 here. But anyway, 20 plus 0 is 20. I'm saved. So 20 times negative 2 is negative 40. Alright, negative 40 plus 7 is a negative 33. And this is our remainder. So we write this as this whole thing, 8x cubed plus 6x squared plus 7 divided by x plus 2 is really equal to, since 8x cubed term, the leading term 8x cubed, is being divided by x, you'll see that our quotient will start with the leading term whose exponent is x squared. So this is like a coefficient of x squared term. So 8x squared minus 10x plus 20 minus 33. Because there is a negative sign here, our remainder is a negative number, I just drop that here. I bring that negative sign here. So it is a negative 33 divided by x plus 2. This is our answer. Alright, see you until then. Bye.